So I think if my computer has certain issues that trigger certain bugs, so I just need to restart things. Luckily, it shouldn't happen while I'm still sitting here.
Okay. It's you, Incubus.
I swear that kid's ADHD makes mine look like a cakewalk.
So I just realized now the sound was also not coming from the game, but it's fine now, and I can hear David as well.
Yeah. I saw the issue. I have a monitor that actually does the up and down thing. Okay.
I've actually muted the stream sound because I can hear you through our Discord server. But yeah, obviously I'm missing the sound of the game, but it's cool. It's all good. It's all good.
I mean, I'm pretty sure as much as you've played it, you can picture it all in your head.
Yeah. Apparently Elon's too loud.
When has that ever not been true?
Also, maybe he should turn down his mic. I don't know what.
Oh man, you have any idea how many years I've been fighting with volume levels with you two?
Yeah, they're a loud band.
Too loud?
Apparently your levels are a bit too loud, according to, I think, Jared.
How do I sound in Discord though?
No, you sound fine. Just my volume was high.
Okay.
Are all of these just the space character? Equal justice for alphanumeric characters, damn it.
All different spaces though.
Oh right, there's the no break space and the...
No, just in this game, they're different.
Nice. So yeah, I think you should play on a bit further, catch like a couple of mon, just because otherwise this is going to be a very, very short, what do you call them, session.
So the original goal was get to the point of get an egg, right? Or get the point where I can catch things for you to egg up, right?
So yeah, catch like maybe 2 Pokemon. Get to the point where you're in 2 areas that you would be able to catch 2 new Pokemon for a regular Nuzlocke, and then we can do the egg thing.
Yeah, so I just told this guy I'm totally gonna catch every Pokemon in the area and record it, and I think the lie detector has determined that that was a lie.
Yep.
That is exactly not what we're planning here. So, on that subject though, let's talk about how we're actually gonna do this. So, I'm going to catch a couple of Pokemon and send you over the save. You're gonna fill the boxes with 60, you said 60 eggs to start with.
60 eggs. Yep.
Cool, so once the boxes are filled with eggs, okay, now let's back step to how are we filling the boxes? Are you editing the save file? Are you trading over from another game that you've just been
Editing the
reading like
save
crazy
file because it's the fastest way to do frickin' 60 different kinds of Pokemon. I'll be sending you your own save file back. At that point, you won't have moved a single step further in the game or anything other than having your save with 60 eggs in 2 of your boxes.
Okay, so it's like a straight up hex edit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's not like I need to give you it's not like I need to give you like 60 Pokemon to trade out.
No need for that.
So
but what we can do is we can get used to the game a bit. You can start with the Pokemon and catch a couple of Pokemon, I guess, that for the next session you can do the big reveal of 1 or 2 or 3 Pokemon that you've now got to try and figure out how to make a team with.
Cool, so the I had a thought, no, it's just poof. So the starter Pokemon I have gets. Do I just have to like fast hatch it and then fuck off back to the starting town, and then we're actually starting the run?
So, if you want, you can keep your starter and just make every Pokemon you catch or get after the starter be part of the Egglocke. But yeah, the idea is the second you get to the point where you can catch some Pokemon, set yourself a hard limit, like 2 areas or 3 areas or whatever. Once you've got 3 unique Pokemon beside your starter, we can say, cool, this is the point where we do the egg exchange. Just make sure you actually catch them and that they don't die.
Sure, yeah. I think I do want to just go straight up, like, hatch an egg and just, like, scramble to survive that first lot, because that's proper Egglocke, right? So Pam can't call us cheaters?
So if you want, then I can send you.
Ooh, repels, yes! Yes!
I can send you a handful of eggs if you want to do it as a quick strategy.
Okay.
So a Egglocke is not necessarily that you start with the first egg, but it depends on which rules you're playing by. It's the same with a Nuzlocke. Like, not all Nuzlockes are created equal. It depends on the rules you want to play by. So yes, there are people who play with, they get a 1 egg that is their starter.
Yeah.
Usually that starter would be a perfectly bred 6 IV or whatever. But having it just as an egg is difficult, and you are going to get a starter Pokemon anyway. It's difficult to walk in like the starter areas enough to hatch some of the eggs. So what most people do is they start as like with the starter from the game, and then switch out the eggs for whatever they catch.
Okay. Like, I like that, like, you start off screwed notion. So I'm literally going to buy a shit ton of potions and some Pokeballs. And yeah, I think I'm gonna follow that notion of just, like, scramble to hatch my first thing, because I feel like that's how I'm gonna suffer the most.
Yeah, what could be interesting as well is if we give you an egg that has a 0 IV Magikarp or some shit. If you really want to be screwed.
I mean, there are going to be some Trollmon in between.
Yeah, so it's somewhat random. So David's giving me boxes with stuff that he pseudo randomly, like, kind of random, kind of could be balanced if I don't pick like a numpty.
In short, if I may, so essentially the idea is there's 18 types of Pokemon.
Yeah,
Pokemon
this is a
types,
modern
right?
Nuzlocke. Yeah.
So the idea is we've got 60 Pokemon slots, divided by 18 is about 3.3. We will have of each type a strong Pokemon, a shitty Pokemon, and a random one, which can be anywhere from shitty to decent, for each of those types. And basically there'll be 1 slot left for starters, so you might actually randomly start off with a starter, and there'll be another slot 3 slots for something random, something fun, something trolly. And what will happen is essentially we'll be running those through a random number generator. I've already got the list, so I know Pokemon number 17 is a Mewtwo. It's not going to be a Mewtwo because there's no legendaries.
Yeah.
But then I know where to place it in the box, and then everything will be as random as can be made using a online random number generator, essentially.
So in short, it's a balanced table run through a Rangen.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Also, yes, Jared, it's a modded Nuzlocke, and more specifically, it's an Egglocke. It's a Nuzlocke where every Pokemon that you would normally catch and keep gets exchanged for an egg that I will have bred and made specifically for the exchange.
So
I think just explain
there.
Yeah, just explain what this ROM hack specifically does as well.
Cool, yeah, so now that I'm saving it, like, I'm saving now, and it's sort of going to be the official start, because I'm back in the hometown, I've got everything sort of ready for it.
Remember, the Egglocke officially starts when you've gotten your Pokeballs. Have you gotten your Pokeballs yet?
I have got some Pokeballs, so I got myself some basic starting gear with the starting cash, so the repels are going to be very vital. Early game, 8 potions and 10 Pokeballs.
Okay, cool.
So
that's the case. Do you want to maybe get to the point where you've caught 2 Pokemon for, you know, a little bit more screen time, and then we do the exchange, or do you want me to whip up something very quickly?
Let's do this now. So,
cool.
I'm actually going to document this part of the process as well. So I'm going to do the save state thing.
Do the save file thing. Do an in-game save.
Yeah, I have done an in-game file
and
save.
Send me that save file.
So the in-game save, does that like go to the game's hard drive? What's that, save slots?
It's not a save slot. It's a physical save file. It should be something like a DSV, a DS.
Cool, found it.
V file. Okay, cool.
Cool. So for the general public and those people who are catching up, this is Pokemon Platinum Renegade that we're doing an Egglocke challenge. So I have got the rules up, and I'm now sending this save file that's in the emulator's battery folder over to David, who's going to do some voodoo, and I'm going to get back a bunch of eggs. I'm going to hatch my first egg, and that's going to replace my first Pokemon.
Keep in mind, this is a slow process. It might take me a bit longer than just quickly adding these things in, but I'll do a row or 2 to start us off with, and then I'll spend the time to do a proper session with all the other ones.
Yeah, we can always just like add the eggs. You can always just give me like the first like 3 or 5 or whatever. Because Nuzlocke rules, I don't see myself getting
random, but yeah, let's do I'll do the first 2 rows that I've set apart essentially.
Yeah.
For this.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm gonna try and do this hyperspeed.
Cool. So I'm going to then reset the ROM while that's happening. So I'm going to then, while that's happening, just in the other folder, I guess. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to go through the rules of the actual Nuzlocke because it's been about 2 years since I've read them. I have them on my own channel, but I don't know how to use Twitch well enough to find it. So, should I put the volume of the actual game a little bit down?
I think yes. I think your own voice is softer than the game itself. Okay. So if you put the game volume a bit down or your own volume up a bit, that would help.
Okay, how's this?
Hold on, let me listen again.
Okay, so there are some torn opinions between Ivan and our one viewer. Yay! I know it's Jared and Pam, so it technically counts as 2, but it's also Jared and Pam, so it technically doesn't count. I'm not exactly YouTube famous right now. Okay, so here we go. All Pokemon that I gather, I trade off for an egg. So anytime I get a Pokemon, I box it and grab an egg. So I assume my last 2 slots or my first 2 boxes are just going to be exclusive egg boxes, and I need to be careful not to mix up the eggs I have versus the eggs that are sort of the pool that I can grab from. Any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and must be put in the graveyard permanently, or a lot of people just say release, but I'm doing a graveyard thing because it's more tragic. Player may only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each area and none else. If the first Pokemon encountered faints or flees, there are no second chances. Oh, that was so bad with the Kaizo. If the first encounter in the area is a double battle in dark grass, the player may choose which of the two Pokemon they would like to catch. While not exactly a definite rule, general consensus is that players must always also nickname their Pokemon for forming stronger emotional bonds. And all Pokemon should have some sort of backstory. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, this got so bad last time. Okay. So I assume these eggs have been off on some adventures before they got their backstories, or they're having adventures off camera or something. Blackout Whiteout is considered to be a game over, even if there are Pokemon left in the PC. So what we're doing is, I'm having every gym reach I'm allowed to save, or every gym I beat rather. So if I leave one town, go through a gym, and like get beaten by the last dude at the gym on their last Pokemon, I have to go all the way back to the last gym, and that's gonna suck at some point. Trading and retrading the same Pokemon for the purpose of evolving is something of a grey area, but one of the few things I did actually read about this hack is they've changed all trade evolutions to leveling evolutions, which simplifies that whole thing.
Something Pokemon is, or 480, or I can't remember the exact number. Pokemon is catchable or evolvable in this game without needing to do anything fancy with trading or anything like that.
Yeah. So the tricky part last time was that the gym leaders it was a Gen 2 thing, and the gym leaders all had all their Pokemon and shinies, and back in Gen 2 that meant really high IVs, were just sort of implied with that. But yeah, so that's going to be the rule set. Yeah.
This is the rushiest of jobs ever. I thought I would have more time for this. But I
Pressure's
did
on,
a
buddy.
thing.
Pressure's on.
Okay. I'm going to send it back to you just now, so hopefully you can do your thing. Where did you send this to me on? I see.
Did I actually send it on the group chat? Wow, that's smooth of me.
Well, that's great. It means people can keep us accountable if they really wanted to.
Well, if somebody wants to just start a save game and skip the whole thing with Professor Generic Tree of the Generation, and just instead start playing with a Pokemon called Egg Fodder, then power to you.
So a quick note or two. This was done hyperspeed. I am using, for at least some of these Pokemon, I am using Smogon sets and then just erasing stuff. Simply to make it go faster, especially since I was put on the spot a little bit. But yeah, you'll have 2 rows to choose from. Obviously, it's not got the full variety of actually randomly choosing fully out of 2 boxes, but it'll be enough to get you going for the next little while at least.
Well, no, every time you get to choose another one, you roll a dice between 1 and however many eggs there are, and you take one of the eggs, right?
Well, you can choose however you want, but I have randomized them over the 2 boxes. Like, they're pre-randomized, but the 2 boxes aren't implemented. I've only got 2 rows at this stage because of me getting the file literally 5 minutes ago and needing to somehow get 12 proper Pokemon eggs out there.
So if we're gonna like double bag the randomness, we can use, I think Discord has like a roll dice thing, and I'm burning one of my repels just to get my eggs. This burns my soul.
Okay, to respond to Jared, special item evolves included, yes. For instance, a Scyther that would need a metal coat and be traded If you use the metal coat instead of equipping the metal coat and trading, it would evolve. The same goes for other Pokemon that would need a special item.
Cool. So, I know what I'm going to do.
Oh, why is it showing the name? Oh my god. Okay, this was a.
I'm
No,
not looking.
No, just turn off. God. Why is that even a thing? So does it show the egg name?
Well, the whole point of this, thingy is to, this hack is it's got a lot of quality of life stuff, and I assume that's one of the things. So I'm gonna click the thing now. We have 12 eggs.
Yeah, I did mess.
And we're taking the 8th one.
Okay.
So there's your happy randomness.
I will in the future fix this. I do realize what happened. And
I think your mic is muted.
Okay, yeah. So this is not a quality of life thing. It's something on my side. But god damn it. Yeah, it's something I will fix when we do this properly for the next run.
Guys. I rolled
Yeah.
a d8. And
Yeah.
I this is already the troll starting because the 8th one, if I can actually figure out how to use the egg system, is a fucking Piplup.
Nice. I said there would be some starters in there.
Yeah, but it's the starter that I have, right? So what's
Yeah,
gonna happen now is
That's great.
I need to hatch the starter that I just slugged my way through this first area to probably a lower level than 5, and then oh man, this is a soul burner, man. This is well done trolling. So now the very fun part of an Egglocke is starting out hatching an egg of the Pokemon you already have. But because I'm such a diehard, I'm not gonna just say screw it, skip it, and you know, just use the one I have, because that would be cheating.
Yeah, so apparently there's an extra step or two to do in what do you call it, in PK Hex to get the eggs to actually show up with the quote-unquote nickname of egg.
Well, one of the eggs is called Egg
Yeah,
in the box.
it's the one that I started with and took my time with and figured out it took too long to do, so I took a shortcut or two.
So what's gonna happen then is like, that's obviously because you had to do a rush job anyway. That's the quickest file editing I've ever seen in my life, by the way. Well done, David.
Yeah, I'm gonna save a file with it properly in if you do want to, because I mean, you know, it'll be the same box without the names, slightly changed around. I did leave the Piplup in the same space just to keep this fair.
Okay, so what are we swapping out the other eggs for re-rolls, or like, I haven't seen them and I'm probably gonna never watch this video until long after its relevance, so it would sort of be secret if you just swap out the existing eggs with new nicknames.
Pretty much not doing a nickname thing. They all should be having the name of Egg now.
Okay.
But what has been done is I kept the Piplup in the same space just because you seem to like the irony thereof.
Like, I did mention there's going to be trolling in this, especially on your part against me, and I find that brilliant.
Wait, did you start with a bicycle?
Yeah, so Pokemon Platinum Renegade, it's got a lot of quality of life things. So literally, you walk out and before your mom decides to send you off on like a world-ending adventure and never see you ever again, she's like, have some running shoes and a bike so that you don't have to slog through 3 towns to get them, but also so you can fuck off out of my life faster. Like, Platinum Renegade's mom hates you even more than normal Pokemon moms do.
So, Dill, listen up. I did send you the new save file. If you do want to properly start this with,
Well, Well,
completely randomized thing.
well, the dice is rolled. What I will do is I will. I mean, I'm gonna have to save anyway. So, wait, there's some hamsters falling over themselves in my head right now. So I'm gonna have to save this, and then you're gonna have to copy the box part over. I don't know how that works.
As in, just load the save file that I just sent. You'll just
man.
have to do a couple of steps extra. It's not going to be the end of the world.
Quick question though. If you nicknamed all of them Egg, when they hatch, I don't think you're going to get the option of naming them.
They're not nicknamed, officially nicknamed.
So, if I'm understanding it correctly, you get like mystery eggs, and you get bred eggs that you bred yourself, and that's where the names come in.
Yeah. So there's a binary toggle, kind of a switch in the game that says, has the Pokemon been named by the player? That's set to off, but they are given the nickname of Egg, essentially.
Okay, so
You're going to have to
Delete
delete
this, you're gonna have to close the game.
I deleted the wrong thing as well.
No, you have to delete the one that doesn't have the 1 in brackets.
Just delete them
No,
both.
I have to keep the one that has 1 in brackets.
Oh yeah, there's a delay on the stream. I was watching what you were doing on the screen.
Sorry
Okay.
for the slight mix-up. That said, I did just make 12 Pokemon in less than 5 minutes.
Like
So I'm feeling less than completely bad for it.
world breeding champion, ladies and gentlemen.
I wouldn't call this breeding, but sure.
That said, I think everybody's seen me slug through the grass with a level 5 Piplup and seen me running around with a bike to hatch my first fuck mothering egg. So I'm just going to kill that egg and, you know, skip the time warp, as it were. We'll say we did it off screen.
So yeah, we
Jared,
have
you
the
didn't
option.
say shit. Oh man, that's so wrong. Okay, yeah. So
So you do have the option of going for the Piplup, which is still in the same spot, but I wouldn't mind either if you do another reroll.
nah, I'm gonna just keep this Piplup, I think.
Keep this Piplup, and whatever new one you catch will be randomed.
Yeah, so I'm going to yoink this egg.
Oh, you're a bit ahead of me. Okay, I'll wait to see what
Is number 8 the
surprise.
Piplup still?
I'll see if you've grabbed the Piplup. Let's just see.
Like I'm not pushing that button until you say if the 8th is the Piplup.
That is the Piplup.
Okay.
I actually have to cross-reference now my own files because everything got changed around because reasons.
Okay, and I'm going to just do this then.
Yeah, that should be the Piplup. So, yeah, you breed the fuck out of that thing, and then let's see what happens.
Cannot release. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this in straight into the graveyard.
What's nice about these is, okay, so to everyone watching, this is a more difficult game. Wait, what did you do?
I got rid of the egg now. It's in the graveyard.
Okay, cool. So
Because
to those watching, this is a more difficult game. The later trainers will have essentially competitive teams, as in perfectly bred IV teams and whatever. To give Dylan somewhat of a leg up, some of these Pokemon do have they have some egg moves or some moves that they would learn later on anyway, just to make that easier. Because it is going to get difficult. But some of them
I
won't
didn't
have
ask
that
Evan to do
advantage.
this. I would have nothing but Magikarp eggs.
I mean, Gyarados is OP.
Sure, but 6
would
Gyarados do not a
100
balanced team make.
I would 100% give you a box full of Arcanines.
Sure. That's it. Egg's been first starter's been replaced for an egg. I'm judging myself now for throwing the egg, but what's done is done. So we're officially starting the Egglocke challenge.
Yeah.
Any Pokemon that dies now stays dead.
Yeah. Any Pokemon you catch, you can exchange for an egg.
Yes, and I only get one chance to catch a Pokemon per area.
Yes. So any uniquely named area, essentially.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have
Do a
to mark
save.
off areas somehow. Yes.
Pam's ordered a Pidgey. I'll make sure there's one for
You
Pam.
can't catch a Pidgey yet. You don't have a Master Ball.
I will. I will go and grab the equivalent of a Pidgey. There's a bunch of those nighttime owl bird death things.
Charlie? What are you talking about? Murkrow?
Yeah, that thing. But it concerns me that it's taking this long to save on an emulator.
It's a big game. It is a big save. It is not a Game Boy Advance game.
Sure, I was just worried we'd broken something.
No, it takes its sweet time. Also, you've been used to the game being played at 2 times speed.
I would never.
No, as in it's built in.
Sure. So, any Pokemon I find gets changed for an egg, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yoink.
Yep, that's your first. Like I said, you're gonna get a lot of Pokemon, which is why starting off with a limited set of eggs is not ideal.
Cool. So this Eevee I can't use. I have to go and trade it for an egg. But for now, I have my first egg, and I'm not even in my first area.
You have
so.
2 Pokemon, yeah.
So off to a solid start at least.
Mm-hmm. The game is very.
I'm
giving.
so glad this isn't in Nuzlocke.
How so?
Because I would be stuck with a fucking Bidoof. Yes,
You might still be stuck with a fucking Bidoof. You don't know.
Sure, but there's 2 layers to the random now, and I'm okay with that.
Also,
To be fair, Bidoof is fucking great.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. Also, they have been buffed.
Oh right, because this game makes Rattata like the most OP Pokemon there is, doesn't it?
Not quite, but I think Radicate's BST is up to 450 now.
Jeez, okay. So Route 201 has had its capture.
Actually,
And,
it's not a bad idea to start naming them for the routes that you capture them in.
that is actually a good idea.
Future idea. Also, for fuck's sake, I hoped you wouldn't realize.
What, that the game immediately introduced me with a great way to min-max my startup.
Yeah.
Whoo, close. Okay, I need to start using pound for my caps. Okay, so all my Pokemon are going to be root name fodder. Except Ed Fodder is actually going to stick with me. So his story is just, he was that penguin that everyone just had babysit their eggs, and he's just like this retired professional babysitter.
He's a professional breeder of sorts, which kind of fits with him chugging along all these eggs.
Yeah. I don't know what this lake is called, but I can't imagine this game has
It's
2
like
lakes in
Lake
it.
Verity or some shit.
Ah! Okay, stuff can stop coming to try and kill me now. Daddy needs his hit points.
Yeah, remember if you do die, you do die.
I'm well aware, and I, strictly speaking, have 1 viable Pokemon right now, so I'm going to be just a little bit of a little bitch after my early wipes the last Nuzlocke, and just run home to mommy after every fight, which I think people are going to be very grateful that I started out with those running shoes for, because otherwise that would get ridiculous.
We also have a bicycle, just so you know.
I keep forgetting that. Whee! Do you get into more fights on a bike, or
Nope.
like I know if you drive around with a Harley and Jarberg, you absolutely get more fights, but
Yeah. Look, you'll move through more squares more quickly, so you'll find Pokemon faster. But I don't think there's a statistical increase in Pokemon fought.
like it's not like more Pokemon per move kind of thing.
As far as I know.
Okay, cool. So first, no, we deposit Eevee, store in
Use move Pokemon. It's actually a better way of approaching it, since you
Box
pick up the
18.
Pokemon that.
box 18, box 18.
Okay, hold up. Try the move
something's
instead.
something's horribly wrong. Oh, the eggs are in box 18.
Yes.
So boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
An important thing is to replace whatever you're grabbing with the egg. So the Pokemon that you're replacing an egg with needs to be where that egg was before.
Cool. And I'm assuming this one is the Piplup egg that I accidentally placed in the same box.
You'll probably have to wait a little bit so that I can see where it is, but it should be the second row, second one, yeah.
Yeah, it would have filled the same space.
I assume.
So I will probably eventually have to release stuff. I'm not sure if that's going to be necessary.
If you're exchanging for an egg, you put the new Pokemon in the space of that egg where it currently is.
So I'm replacing an Eevee, a Bidoof, and a Starly, which means I get 3 random rolls.
So yeah.
So let's do this again. So the first roll of any dice run doesn't count because it's glitchy. It's going to be 1d11 now. So first one is 6. I made this really hard for myself. Okay, so 6. And then it's gonna be a D10. Boom. Number 7, so 5, 6,
So replace
7.
the Pokemon that you're. The whole idea is to have, at the end of the day, a whole box full of not eggs, but like the Pokemon that replace them.
Oh, I hear you.
So yeah. Just while it's still early enough that we can do that.
Piplup's going to be a bit of a null game
Yeah,
there.
Piplup is a different story, but it's fine.
Piplup's the problem child.
Yeah, that's fine.
He had to do all of the egg sitting because he couldn't get a real job because he was just the naughtiest boy.
So naughty.
Okay, so D9 and boom. 5. That's the first 5. Okay, so that's this one. Shift. Oh, that's very nice. I feel like this thing was made for this. Okay, so that means I now have a single Piplup that has some levels and 3 eggs for the 3 areas I've been to.
You're off to a strong start. Nice.
Alright, so I think that's going to be a good place to run off now, and before I do anything I'm going to be the cowardliest boy.
Safely hatch all your eggs.
We did the save, but we didn't actually do a save state, which is how we should actually be doing this, so I'm going to do that now. that, I don't know when that was taken, so I'm going to save state 2. I think I accidentally pushed a hotkey and made that save. Oh no, this is actually perfect. So we have the wipe load, and then we have the where I just left off load. So, guys, David, thank you for the many eggs. I'll send you the new save file so you can make more things at your leisure, but this has been the start of what's probably going to be a lot of trolling and a lot of me doing this face.
I'm not going super heavy on the trolls. There'll be some, but it's like about 2/3 of the Pokemon eggs that you'll find are actually pretty decent, almost.
It feels like you've been entirely too merciful, and I thank you.
We'll make sure there's enough trolling.
Okay, yeah.
Damn straight.